Imagine that you have story ideas coming to you in the middle of the night. And your quick reaction is get out of bed and write down that idea that came to you. In some circumstances, you can't necessarily do that. The question that comes to mind is, how will I organize my writing? How will I organize my story ideas? And that's what we're going to go over in today's video. Hey y'all, welcome to Bree Creative, and today we were going to talk about 3 different ways to organize your story ideas. And please hit that like button, subscribe, comment below so you have more content like this on this channel. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so where do story ideas come from? The simple answer for that is, well, it can come from anywhere. It can come from your imagination, it can come from places that you see, or anything that inspires you and gives you an idea of a story. However, when we talk about organizing story ideas, where are you going to put it? That's a big question. And everyone has their different ways of doing things whenever it comes to organizing. And to me, it can be one thing, but someone else can do it another way. In current day, a lot of us use our devices. So the devices, whenever it comes to your phone, computer, tablet, wherever you can touch a device, that's where you put your notes. That's where you put your story ideas. And you can put them in your notes section, maybe Google Drive, or even on maybe take a screenshot of story that you have. And this can be anything. It doesn't have to be just writing. You can even look for characters, scenes that you like that could go into your story, etc. So don't limit yourself into what ideas you have, because that story idea can be a great idea to add on to your story, whether you're in progress or if you're just starting out for the first time. All right? And with story ideas, you don't have to be a pro. I'm not even a pro myself, but I always have story ideas that come to my head many times, and so I want to talk about my personal experience with story ideas through the device. Usually I copy paste it. So first I have it, written by hand, and then I might type it up. Or maybe sometimes if something comes to me like story outline or just like a brain dump, I just put that on the laptop. And I would usually be on there for about an hour or so, typing that up. The joy of having story ideas through a device, it allows you to access something else other than paper. And when you're putting your story ideas onto a device, it gives you a range of options to design, however you want. Like, you can have your story ideas all as a brain dump. You can have your story ideas like chapter by chapter. Maybe you have them in boxes or little sections. You can play with how you want your story ideas to be set up in any order. You can even come back to it at any time. It'll be saved on the document or the note section that you put it on. The second way that you can organize your story ideas, you can do it by hand. So this is more my comfort zone when writing and coming up with ideas. A lot of times whenever ideas come in my head, it's while I'm doing something or when I'm on my downtime. So it usually depends. And when I have those ideas, I'm it's so great to me that I want to write it down somewhere. And usually I get a paper and like kind of write down like what that idea is. And if I don't have paper, maybe I have a sticky note or something. I usually have something paper wise to write down. I put that inside my journal that I bring pretty much almost everywhere. And yeah, that's where I put my ideas that I'm working on for stories. And also like it can be from like outlines to like maybe like writing techniques, or even like parts of your story. Like I said, don't limit yourself to what your story ideas could be, because your story idea could be like an entire chapter, like, and not writing that down. If you don't write down what you want to write whenever that idea is fresh, you're probably not going to remember like, let's say, more picture by picture of what you initially had whenever the story idea came to you. So it's nice having something around, like, physically, so you can write it down and you won't forget it. And like I said, personal experience, I do this a lot. I carry a lot of I carry a journal with me with plenty of paper that's inside, that has my story ideas. And in case I'm stuck on the story number 1 I'm working on, I could go to story number 2, to story number 3, story number 4, or I could be outlining, or whatever comes to me. I can just write something down as an idea, and I can always go back to it. And when it comes to like physically writing, you can always go back to your notes and like see what you had written, and like, oh, okay. And if you're just curious of what the journal looks like, it's nothing fancy. It doesn't have to be fancy. It looks like this. It looks like this. And yes, I have a lot of paper in here, but I like having paper here. See, this is how thin it is without the paper. But this is the current story I'm working on. I'm on chapter 14. Maybe on a different chapter if I finish. And here's the outline right here that's folded. And if you're wondering what the sticky note is, it's a little thingamajig. One of my first ideas. Ooh, yes, and yes. Okay, this sticky note right here, you might not be able to read it, but this sticky note right here, this was one of my first ideas for the book I'm currently writing, that I'm trying to make a novel, by the way. So, and my goal is about 60k words, no more than 30 chapters. So, yeah, that's a little bit about the book. And I was like, when I wrote this on the bus. I was like, okay, I'll just tell you. A trace of dark mist appears at the Tree of Origin. Pretty important, huh? And then, Dad might be main villain. Yeah. And the other thing, it's kind of spoilers, so I don't want to mention that. But that was one of the first ideas I had, and I thought I lost this sticky note, and I wrote another one. Yes, I did. Yeah, and I wrote it on a purple sticky note just in case I lost it. But I didn't lose this one, so that's good. And I just had it with the outline like ever since. So yeah, that was actually very interesting to talk about. I like that. And then right here is previous chapters from the same book I'm currently working on. Right here, some characters, you might not be able to read it. Hopefully not. But what's so important right here, the sticky note, it says finish the story. Alright, so I've been in writer's block a lot, and I was struggling finishing this story in particular, and this came to me during a vacation. I was like, finish the story, and I was like, I'm actually gonna have a future video based on finish the story and how that impacted me. So look out for that video. So finish the story. It stands out to me because I was in a place that I thought I wouldn't finish the story, because I've been working on the story, the first story I talked about, for over a year, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it, and if I do, like, I'm just going to step there, let's stare at a blank sheet of paper or previous chapters and not knowing what to write. And finish the story motivated me to push through those doubts and get closer to finishing the book. And that this goes to like anything in writing, whether it is a story, short story, novella, or even like an essay. Finish the story. Finishing the story is so important, so crucial. Okay, then I also have like little thing. This is also based on the book. It's just a rough sketch of what the outside looks like, and then just some of the areas in there. Oh, and and also here's another thing about having physical story ideas on a piece of paper or any type of paper. You can also like kind of outline different chapters like I did, and this really helped me get through the story, get through some chapters, and like having checkpoints as well. So it's really nice having that in hand, and you can see it up close without looking at a screen. Yeah, I'm not the type of person who looks at a screen. I'm more of that person who writes their stories in hand before wanting to like type it on a computer. I eventually type it on a computer so it can fix my grammar. So yeah, and then I have outlines, and of course it's based on first book. Yeah, based on first book. I'm planning to make this a series, a quartet actually. If you don't know what a quartet is, it's 4 books. So yeah, so those are my outlines. I haven't really got it into too much because I'm trying to finish this first book. And then I do have a little sticky note that has a little random things here, but I wrote it as ideas. And then I have another story idea. My goal is to make that a short story or so. If it becomes a novella, so be it. And then I also have another short story that I haven't gotten to for months. So yeah, maybe whenever the idea. Well, okay, the idea. Okay. I'll tell you this little story, and I'll tell you this little story before I get to the last way that you can organize your story ideas. With this story idea, so it's a short story and all. I saw some of the story. I saw the beginning of the story and the end. Well, a little bit of the middle, but I didn't see the entire story. And I was continuously stuck on the first page and like, wow, I can't believe myself. And yeah, I really haven't gotten into the story since, but hopefully the idea, the story idea comes to me, like I can finish it. And I know it's not going to be like picture for picture, word by word, that I originally had in my head. So, yeah, that's the example of me forgetting, kind of. And then I have another outline and a little story idea in here as well. Luckily, I written. Oh, I lied. This one was the short story, and the other one was the outline with another story. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, I lied again. It was in my lap. So yeah. Let's see. Hold up. Let me show you really quick because I lied twice. Where's the first? Okay, so outline. That's those are character names. Outline, lied. I lied again. Chapter 1. That I haven't even started yet, but I know what it is. Okay, because I imagined the whole thing and I wrote an outline for it. So yeah, plotters, you love me for writing an outline. Okay. Alright, so the third way that you can organize your story ideas is through folders, okay? So I'm that type of person who likes keeping things and when it comes to like paper, like I tend to like just keep it in a folder. What I do, because I do this personally and I bring this like almost everywhere, I store my stories, all the stories that I've either finished, currently working on, or going to work on in the future, and a expandable file folder. I actually bought it. It was actually on discount, so I had a great time doing that. And I have another one when this gets full. Well, you might think it's full. It's really not full. But I know once I at least finish the book I'm currently working on, that will join it, and yeah. So I do have a second one, and that second one is filled with notebook paper. And as you can see, I'm just gonna put it this way. I have different types of paper. I have manila paper, because that manila paper, just for funsie, I made a timeline based on a series. Anyways, yes, you see those wonderful notebook papers. That very first one, that's a completed series. Well, oh, and also, ooh, yes, yes, I started like organizing my stuff in journals, and having a file folder made it so much easier to store all my stories. Highly recommend getting one of these if you are a type of person who wants to like store all their papers somewhere but they don't know where to put it. Get one of these. And personalizing, I know I have only 2 stickers on here, but I'll eventually personalize it. Yeah. But what I was thinking, I just want to tell you a really quick story before closing this video. Okay, because I did not start out like being completely organized with my writing. So whenever I started writing, I started on the computer. I was typing it all out. I didn't really have an outline. I kind of went based on like a script, because the first book I ever written, it started out as a script, and I kind of like made a little adaptation. Let's say like a book adaptation. We can call it that, right? Yeah. And yeah. And I started that on January 7th of 2021, and I finished that February 25th, 2021. So it took me a month and a half. Let's just say it's bad. I'll be very honest. And the book is 100 times better. So yeah. But yeah, starting my writing journey. Yeah, I had it all on the computer, barely outline, and when I was stuck for the first time in writing, I paused. I took notes of how to create an effective a battle scene, and I kept on taking more notes like show don't tell and um, yeah, other things such as that. Oh, all right, I found it. Um, let's see. So notes. Come on, notes. Okay, yeah. How to write an epic battle scene. 6 tips and tricks for writing scene transitions. 5 ways to handle passing of time in your story. Writing skill terms. Show don't tell how time is passing. So I did take some notes on that. On little notepads, and yeah, I kind of enjoyed doing that, and very, very, very interesting. And it wasn't until like towards the end of 2023 that I was like, I need to get something that store everything that I have, because putting in a folder, because I had a folder. Okay, it's this folder. Is this folder? I use this now for this YouTube videos, and like, organizing my schedule and all. But this used to be the folder that I stored my writing, and I did not have a good time. There are a couple of times that my papers fell out, and it was so embarrassing. One time, some of the pages came out, and the wind was blowing it away, and I was so mad. I almost never saw those papers again. So, yeah. So when I bought this was a huge sign of relief. So, yeah. And now I am keeping track of my writing, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and I like how I'm doing things. It allows me to see things a lot easier when it comes to stories, and I have my ideas all there, and there's no need for me to be like, wait, which story am I at? Wait, what? Huh? I don't know. So I have shared with you 3 different ways of how you can organize your story ideas, and hopefully you can become a little bit more organized like me. And comment below some story ideas that you have. Like, it doesn't have to be writing. It can be like just for funsies, and like for storytelling late at night. And thank you for watching. Be creative and stay creative.